Is that your Black History moment?
No.
Because I have a Black History moment I'm going to post before we go live, but I was going to save it to upload it when we had the background.
We are live, Eric. Apparently.
Oh, we're live.
I don't know when we went live.
Damn. We're live.
Because Eric doesn't know when to press the button. He just sits there and assumes that we're going to do all the work for him. But we ain't doing that.
Manny, we need to start the show right. Hold on, guys. I need you guys to calm down. We can start the show off right.
Wait, we're not doing Hank Williams. Are you ready for some football? I mean, that would be kind of funny. A majority black podcast singing his song.
Well, it's on NBC. I don't know what their song is. I'll be honest.
But as you guys know, we are in America. We're in Black History Month, even though the Google Calendar is not acknowledging that. So before we go there, I just want to acknowledge Raheem this week. Make him say,
How dare he? In Black History Month, he claims the Raheem part. Yeah. After on the podcast, when he was talking to the Undertaker, he claimed he was it Undertaker? He said he was
when he was talking to Jay Uso.
Jay Uso.
When they won the tag team titles, he sent a text to Jay. It said, because Jay said, the only person I've ever won a tag team title was with my brother. So Cody was like, what if I get a tribal tattoo? And then he texts Jay, oh, has a white guy ever had a tribal tattoo?
Oh, man, too many.
Yes, too many.
Too many.
Goldberg.
Just watch the UFC.
Anyway, welcome everybody.
Goldberg didn't have no tribal tattoo. He had barbed wire on his arm.
I don't know. I look like a tribal tattoo. What it means.
It was not a tribal tattoo.
Welcome everybody to the Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast. I am Eric.
I'm the racially ambiguous Lord Manny Hayes.
And I'm the obviously black Marcus the Grand Finale.
You're not so obvious, man. With your new camera, you're kind of light, man. You look like a little mulatto to me. Little mulatto.
How dare you?
I'm just saying. I'm letting you know, Marcus, right now, your color scheme with your camera is almost on par with Manny's color. And we all know Manny's ambiguous, but you're in that ambiguous territory right now.
Marcus is one of those light-skinned macaroons.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But you know what gives...
If I was a macaroon, I'd eat myself, and you know it.
You know, what makes Marcus black, though, is that beard. You can see that nappy curly hair that he got on his face right there. That's what it is.
How dare you?
There it is.
How dare you? Fuck you.
Well,
in Black History Month, you're taking away my blackness and calling me Nappy Beard. That's horrible. I bet you if there was a black pirate, they called him Nappy Beard. I'm pretty sure.
These are the tales of Nappy Beard. And his first mate beat a bead.
Lasted 1 week and they got him.
So today is the Marcus the Grand Nappy Beard.
We acknowledge Marcus and his Nappy Beard.
Acknowledge it.
So, do you want to save the talk about this person who should be WWE champion? Could be after we do the news?
That's a close of the show thing.
It's a close of the show. Okay, I just want to make sure the arrangements. So let me open the store with some bittersweet news. Bittersweet. It was announced this week that former NXT, WWE, two-time Intercontinental title, Raw Tag Team Champion, and the first black athlete to win the Money in the Bank, Big E, has retired from pro wrestling. He said, Can
I just point out, no one who's retired, you have ever read out their accolades. Just because Big E's black, you have to read out all his accolades.
Maybe it's because he's Big E. He's a crazy human being.
He's Big E. He's a nice guy. Also, he's a black wrestler that let it go in Black History Month. So that's why he get all his act. We gotta uplift the black athletes on the longest reigning African American podcast with an ambiguous member on there. Because as Marcus says, and always in the comments,
something that probably didn't need to be added.
And we need our damn awards, man. Where's our NAACP award?
Well, I would like my Lifetime Achievement Award, and I want it in gold.
So Big E said,
glass.
I entered the pro wrestling industry at age 23 with an injury history that included a torn left ACL, torn right ACL, torn left pec, and a broken right patella. At 39, I'm well aware that I will one day have to pay the piper. I put my body through a lot, and somehow I feel great. I don't battle daily pain. I'm able to function normally and healthfully. I'm eternally grateful for the wonderful career I stumbled into. I pray for all of my fellow athletes and performers who have not had the same good fortune. I sincere thank you to everyone who has taken the time to follow my in-ring career. It was an immeasurable gift to get to perform for all of you. I've entered the pro wrestling industry at age 23. Oh, okay. And
you gotta read all this.
I'm done. But I mean,
I understand. He's gone.
Big E is gone.
He's been gone now.
He has.
Got this PS. He was like, "Fuck Ridge Holland, I have you never work again."
I don't think he said that. Kane says,
I said it. Fuck you, Ridge.
He said Big E also said never say never. I think this might be it. I think he found his wife, Michin's sister. I think he's happy. I think he's comfortable. He's making a living doing the pre-shows for WWE. And, you know, I think that his career was cut too soon. He was potentially to be the true black champion that it could have been. and he take it away, you know. And, you know, we share the same Big E. I go there. So, Marcus, I turn to you, Mr. Captain Nappy Beard. What do you say about Big E?
I don't need this racism here. It's not much to say. He's been retired since his injury anyway. I'm on that never say never. Wrestlers always come back. I don't believe he's fully retired. I believe he'll come back for some random one-off or something that they reunite the New Day for one match only at a big event or something like that. I don't believe anybody's ever truly done.
Manny, you were one of the biggest Big E fans that I knew. You really enjoyed you some Big E. The chapter of his career is finally closed. As Marcus said, it's been closed for a long time, but this is official. How do you feel about his retirement, and how do you feel about his legacy? Do you think he can make it into the Hall of Fame?
I mean, he's a WWE. He's a product of WWE. He'll go in, whether it's with just he'll go in with the New Day anyway. But like whether they decide to put him in by himself, I don't. Let's just say think he has the credentials to go in by himself. But yeah, I came to terms with that him retiring quite like ages ago because it was just like he was never coming back.
Yeah, I'm happy that he chose himself instead of.
I mean, he chose himself, and the fact that he chose himself, and many people that do manage to, that are lucky enough to come back, they're different wrestlers. They are completely different, with exception to Bryan Danielson, who just continuously comes back and then just makes things worse for himself. I think, so like, I'm glad he was able to go, look, I've probably run my luck. I could do some severe damage if I come back. Let's not do that. I don't know if he's just going to see out what left of his contract as an analyst, or if they re-signed him as an analyst to keep him around. But I think he's chosen his life, and I think that's a positive choice, and more wrestlers should do that.
Yeah, I think so.
Can I ask something? What he should do with his career, though, his future? Fuck all that. Big E, the podcast. Just saying. It'd be nice to have somebody that isn't out there bitter about people's their careers and with grudges. Big E don't seem like he has many grudges with anybody. It just seems like it'd just be a good show to have, and then he'd go out there, and I want him to analyze it. And
would you like
factual.
to see?
Yes, man.
Would you? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I would like Marcus's idea. Maybe have it similar to the Stephanie McMahon podcast and get rid of the Stephanie McMahon podcast because I hate her laugh and I hate her stupid friend. Big E.
You don't even know these people.
Big E and the big positivity, I think, could be a good podcast of him and just interviewing people and talking about their life and stuff like that.
Would either of you like to see Big E in the role, let's say like a Don Callis, where he had a stable of wrestlers, where he was the voice box for some wrestler who may not can talk? Because I think Big E was very
bigger
charismatic.
than all of them.
Huh?
He's bigger than all of them. He'd be too ridiculous and he'd overshadow.
But there is currently a vacant position in NXT.
Oh, he would be a good GM.
Oh, well, and he lives in Florida. Oh, yeah. Manny.
It makes sense.
It makes sense, but it doesn't make sense for me. It doesn't work for me. You know why? You know why?
Because you want to, like John Cena last year, who wanted to kill wrestling. You want to kill wrestling by keeping the stupid Michelle McCool employed.
My general manager is Michelle McCool. Keep it going.
Why, Marcus? Why?
Keep it going.
Why?
It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. You know it.
Marcus,
you feel it. And you feel it in your bones, don't you?
No, Marcus. First of all, getting closer to the camera.
The general manager of NXT.
Don't make it right.
It does.
Because her husband is doing well in AAA doesn't mean she will do well at NXT. I don't need her on camera. I don't.
Her husband carries power, and if he can get her on the LFG show, why can't she be the general manager of NXT? I'm just saying they're going to do it. They're going to do it. Big E's the correct answer, Manny. You were 100% right. He would be perfect for that future talent coming up, and to say Big E's the talent, and he's got to go out and do the Big E thing and yell and holler and be calm and cool and weird. That's a great general manager, but boring ass, bland ass, flavorless ass Michelle McCool would be perfect.
You know what? No sad, Marcus. Candice Michelle got more flavor than
Candice Michelle.
She got more flavor than Michelle McCool.
You're confusing her with the GoDaddy girl.
Candice LeRae.
Yes.
Yeah, because we all know Candice Michelle wins, but Candice LeRae.
Yeah, it's Super Bowl Sunday, so you probably were like this all day. I know. Keeping your top on.
So Ricochet appeared on the Mark Hoke show, and he had a lot of things to say. He said that being in WWE for 5 years tarnished his wrestling legacy. And he said also, he decided to add that the same thing happened to Balor, Nakamura, Apollo, and many others. That WWE kills legacies and the love of the sport. He said, they took my love of pro wrestling away. I never forgot how I felt walking into work every week. And that platform was only to make others look good at my expense. And I told him I'd rather quit and go back to the indies and make whatever I make there than to come back next week. So clearly, Ricochet did not enjoy being an employee of WWE. He was able to meet his wife, but he was not able to wrestle with the freedom that he was used to wrestling with, which I think in essence killed his love of pro wrestling. I have no issues with him saying that. I have issues with him saying that for other wrestlers who may not have. I don't know if Balor or Nakamura or Apollo feel the same way. Maybe Apollo this week, he looked like that. But still.
I mean, I've seen Shinsuke for months and years. He looked like all
Shinsuke, Mark, he looked motivated this week when he fought Tama Tonga.
No, he didn't.
The shit happened. But
take all that motivation.
I will agree that WWE is not the right place for everybody. Manny, when you heard or read these comments from Mr. Ricochet, what did it make you feel?
There's two things. One, you're in a much better place. I feel like you should just let it go. Like if you're enjoying yourself and enjoying your wrestling, just let it go at this point. But then the other side, when he started naming people, it feels like a very old Cody interview when he asked for his release and then just never came back. He mentioned there was a lot of people that were in a group text that saying that they're gonna ask to quit or they're gonna ask for their release or whatnot, but they never do. So I feel like there could have been these types of people that he named that was like, I'm not up to it. I don't want to be here anymore. But like, it's a paycheck at the end of the day. It's a job at the end of the day for many other people. You can't speak for someone else's motivations unless they've mentioned it. So like, if I can say I want to quit my job every day, but like, I still need that paycheck.
I mean, I agree. And you know, and each company is different. Marcus, I know you were like whatever when we talked about this briefly on the phone, Marcus. I'm pretty sure you still have the same position, but please give us your insight about Sir Ricochet and his comments regarding his time in WWE and his legacy being tarnished.
I think Ricochet is 100% right. I think he's right. What they do tarnish people, but you should know that when you sign with WWE, who they've been this entire time. I don't understand why he was shocked by the whole thing. This has been who they've been. It's been a company that, one, don't push smaller guys. It's been a company that don't push people who just do dives and stuff. It's all about promos and the way you look. That's what WWE pushes. It doesn't have anything to do with it. So I don't understand why he was shocked by what was going on there. That would take his love of professional wrestling. WWE has been the exact same for a million years, essentially, the way they wrestle, the way they do things. So I don't understand why he was shocked by it. But he is honest. They do take it all away. They don't let you be as creative or do free stuff. Like, he gets to do whatever he wants on AEW and have free will and stuff, and he should be happy. My issue is, man, just stop talking about that shit. Let it go. Right? It sounds like you're just talking about your ex. I am so sick of hearing him talking about, and it was the same thing when CM Punk left, when it was just nonstop. I'm going to talk about WWE. Just let it go.
like, I can say that I'm happy now. I can say that I'm happy now that when, since CM Punk left AEW, he's not bringing up AEW. He's living his life, talking about Roman and giving Roman his opportunity and stuff like that. Like you said, like
Eric, I feel like CM Punk, when he left AEW, I don't think he's experienced toxicity as much as he did back then. That when he went back to WWE, he's like, you know what, ain't as bad as it is over there.
No, well, because like I from my understanding from a lot of things that there is a level of freedom in AEW, but there's also a very sense of lack of maturity as well. So it's it depends on where you want to work at. It's like, and I think that watching WWE, as long as I've watched it, I know applying for WWE, the wrestling is the least important aspect of what they present. It's about the entertainment, your look, the way that you carry yourself in front of a microphone. I mean, like, I think he even mentioned AJ Styles in there, but I mean, like, Balor had success. He just had bad timing with injuries. Like, he was the first Universal Champion that he got hurt. And then he hasn't been there since.
With Finn Balor, I feel like there is what Ricochet is saying is true, but when you sign to WWE, they never promise you that you're going to be Roman Reigns. They promise you an opportunity.
Yeah.
Well, whether what you do with the opportunity is another story.
But also in the interview, he talks about how
they don't even give you that promise of opportunity. It's like,
In the interview, he said, I think he was saying that he did enjoy his time in NXT, and the worst thing that happens when he got the call up with Alistair him to the Raw roster, it was like, oh my God, this is whatever. I think we all knew that Ricochet wasn't going to really make it, and I thought for what it was worth, yeah, he was an enhancement talent, but I thought it was okay. I mean, in essence, he has more freedom in AEW, but outside of carrying one of the meaningless titles, he's kind of doing the same thing. He's lost a lot of matches too, where he made people look good.
Thing. It's the exact same thing.
So
the national championship is the continental championship.
It's like, so
or not lower or something.
That's where, like, I have the disconnect. It's like you're bad mouthing your experience at this place, but you're doing the same experience. It's just that I guess you're more free now. I don't know.
Whatever he wants in his matches.
Yeah, I guess. But like,
they're too heavily scripted in matches, which is true. Like the way I believe wrestlers should have a lot of creative freedom in their matches and do what they want, to as long as it doesn't hurt them or their opponent. I.e., any Darby Allin match. I just think that they should be able to be as creative as possible. I can see how that has hurt him much, but it's more like, do you want to be a mainstream artist in WWE and make Hollywood blockbuster movies or whatnot, or do you want to make smaller independent films? And I think Ricochet would prefer to make artistically more beautiful, small independent films.
But Marcus, let me ask you this question. So, like, if you go out there and you always display your art all the time, does that diminish your art? Because, like, if you go out there and you put out your best work all the time and not just save it for special moments, like Darby Allin been thrown on the fucking steps. I ain't seen him since. But still,
he got dragged down the street.
This
week in the desert.
But you know what I mean? It's just like, I'm glad he's happy. I just don't think you should speak for other people, especially. And I think Sammy went out there and says that, yeah, it's not perfect, but I'm enjoying my time here. And, Sammy being the company guy, he was walking backstage with his T-shirt on.
They are treating us good.
They treat us good. Say something, Sammy. Say something, Sammy.
But again, everybody has their own experience. Everybody going through the system differently. Like, Ricochet could say, yeah, my time at WWE wasn't great, but you could also say, I bet you Roman Reigns, time of my life. I'm enjoying all of it. I get to work 5 days out of the year. So it's depending on how they treat you in the yard. It's like being on any sports team or whatever, what your spot is, and they don't see him as a higher spot. Which, and Ricochet they can't write for him. They can't. Like they can't write for him, and he can't deliver well anyway on his own shit. So it wasn't ever going to work in WWE.
Even now, I'm still impressed with what he can do in the ring. But whenever he gets that microphone, whether it be ha ha or whatever else he does, it doesn't sell me on anything. So this is look, AEW is the perfect place for him, where telling the story telling a story with your words doesn't necessarily matter. It's the perfect place for him. Very similar when I hear that AEW are likely to sign the Inspiration. It's one of the weirdest signings for them, because it's like, yes, you need to bolster that women's division, but they are more entertainers than they are wrestlers.
Yeah.
Speaking of AEW, let's talk about Dynamite a little bit. I thought Dynamite had some really stellar matches that took place. But let's talk about
it was just matches after match after match.
Manny, I know what it was. I know what it was.
Hold on, no. The show went match, murder, match, murder.
I had to call Marcus, Manny, because there was a match on the show that I don't understand why I enjoyed this match as much as I did, but it was just white on white crime. It was Hangman Adam Page versus Mark Davis. And I was like, this match is better than what it should be. And I know Hangman is going to win this match, but Mark Davis was whooping up on Hangman that entire match. That was a big burly man. It reminded me of when I can't think of the guy from WWE was having his run, formerly known as Hanson, before Eric came back and ruined his career and made him back into War Rock. Yeah, it was.
By the way, they'll be in Mexico next week.
Yeah, it was a good match. I thought it was a fun match for what it was. It was like, oh, okay, I enjoyed that match.
I don't know why they filmed Mark Davis walk into the ring from behind him, but the way he was walking felt like how I feel every day, doing any medial task.
I have
to do this.
Well, the story with Mark Davis, he's only in the Cavs family for the money. He's in extreme debt, remember? So that man was just going to work. That man was just going to work.
Outside of Mark Davis being white, I relate a lot to Mark Davis and what his struggle with life is. I'm just out here trying to get this check.
The ring, I was like, I relate to this man.
This is an everyman. So what you're saying is he's setting up for a next 2022 run.
Yeah.
I don't even understand why you're shocked. Again, everybody in AEW, I'm not going to say everybody, 80% of their roster are really talented wrestlers.
No,
really talented. So you shouldn't be shocked when people have a good match.
You're being too nice with 80%. 95% of the AEW roster will put on a show. It's just whether you're into it or not.
So you trying to tell me what got you into this match? Because for me, it was just a regular match. I'm just saying it was solid. I'm not going to be like it's something that caught my attention or anything. It was just I can't even remember spots from it. I honestly don't remember.
No. Eric's the one that said it caught his attention.
It caught my attention.
Wait, I found Mark Davis more relatable just the way they filmed him walking to the ring. It was like the guy in The Wrestler, the movie. Whenever he
ready to rap.
Dying. That was the way it was.
He came out there and Manny, he clocked out. He wanted to clock out the pay window side, but he didn't do it. He wasn't able to do it. He tried. But I thought that match was good. I thought Andrade versus Omega was good because
that was a banger.
I did not expect Andrade to win. That's what got me.
I'm gonna come on, he cheated.
Man, it don't matter.
No, he didn't cheat. Swerve and distracted him, and it causes that kerfuffle at the end. Mind your business, Swerve. All right, I know it's Black History Month, Swerve, but you stay out of my matches.
I just think for me, I've always been a fan of Andrade's work in the ring, and I think that AEW is a great spot for him because all he has to do is go out there and wrestle, and they don't care about drug testing.
You guys care about the controversy.
You say the exact same thing, but you have to say it like Andrade because you know he can't say all those words.
He can't. He can't.
Opportunity. You had to be opportunity to be the best.
And of
Kenny
course,
Omega lose, I win.
and of course, we get this match.
No.
Go ahead, Marcus.
I don't know. We're still in the match, right?
Oh no, you can talk about. I was gonna move on, but
you care about the controversy of the match?
About him cheating?
About the women? About the women?
No,
the
one that posted that. Oh, this is some fake ass shit. In the middle of his match.
But how's that any different to the actress from Queen of the Ring saying this is?
Yeah. Also, they need to vet these people. They need to tell people to shut the fuck up. I don't care who it is when they use on the outside things. Tell these people when they up and up. Don't say this is some fake ass shit on the post.
I just want to point out.
I don't care if you're in porn.
That I don't care if they're in porn. I don't care if they're models. I don't care what they do. They were supposed to be attractive women who were attracted to Andrade, and that was the story that they're trying to sell. Why are we getting Andrade being a ladies' man? Who knows? I don't know why that's a story.
To make Charlotte mad, Eric.
But it's a story, and you take what stories you can get. Now, the next match, because I skipped some at the beginning because I just didn't care, but Willow and Harley going against Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. You watch this match for all the wrong reasons. You watch it for all the wrong reasons.
This match gets a strike.
It does.
Why?
Gets a strike.
Why,
Nothing happened, man.
Nothing happened.
So there were multiple moments. There were multiple moments when I thought this is when someone dies. Megan Bayne diving out to the ring. Oh, she landed it. Damn, I thought she was gonna miss and just run straight to the pole. They do the doomsday device. Damn,
well, Marcus, 75% of the components of that original doomsday device failure were in this match. The only difference is Willow.
I know, and I was looking forward to disaster, but I didn't get it, and I would say, good job where you get the golden star, but damn, I'm disappointed.
No, it's like one of those things where you watch that, you watch it to see a doomsday device miss, or someone throwing somebody and missing them completely. When they actually had a match that was okay, it was like, damn. And it's like, wow, Megan Bayne and Penelope won. So they get a title shot. So guess what? At the pay-per-view, I might have to pay to see them mess up on the biggest stage in Australia. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that.
Also announced on Friday, Willow will be facing Nina Samuels at Wrestle Queendom, which is going to be another banger of a match. This is banger after banger that they are naming at this show.
Yeah. Thank you, Manny.
But shout out to Wrestle Queendom and all that and everything going over there. I think that's the only match. I think it's 2 matches now announced, right?
Well, they've also announced
that is fighting somebody.
Yeah, they've also announced a similar casino gauntlet. They called it the something 16. I can't remember the actual word, but I know Shuri, the New Japan Women's Champion, is also going to be there.
She's going to kill somebody.
One day, Marcus, we got to get our money together. We just go and see the show. So,
well, you could also just subscribe to the championship tier on YouTube for $9.99.
Oh, is that like being a member?
Yeah. So you join, you become a member, and then you can watch the live shows and then the back catalog.
I don't appreciate a panda giving me this information.
You know what?
Sudden Death 16. I'm fucking very threatening that a panda just said it's time for Sudden Death 16.
You know, it'd be kind of, if we could figure out the semantics, it might have been kind of cool if we would be able to give away a subscription to, where they can sign up and watch it. But I don't know. You can give off members subscriptions. I don't think we can do that.
You can gift memberships when you're in their live chat. You can't
do it.
You can't do it that. You can't go, oh, here's a.
So what you saying? If you want to give somebody $10, Eric, we can give somebody $10.
Hey man, sometimes you gotta give somebody a little powder to watch the show. Cause like the thing is, the next match. Now, arguably, it was a well wrestled match, but it was Ricochet and Jack Perry, and I could care less about either one of these people. I really could. Didn't care if Jungle Jack won. Didn't care if Ricochet won. It was just like, these are 2 people I just don't care about. But it was a fine match.
Is Jack Perry gimmick? He's Skinner now, or what's his character?
I don't know.
He now comes out with a knife. Like, I feel like he's turning into Skinner. Like, literally, he's about to just be Skinner.
But I don't get when people come out with weapons like that, because surely the way AEW is, surely you'd want to use it.
And to me, it don't ring badass because you carrying a giant knife. Oh, he a badass. He's carrying a knife. That means you're a little bitch. You can't do it with your hands.
So I don't think it's much. I don't think we really need to take time talking about. We'll wait for Ricochet to fight somebody more important. But let's talk about murder, attempt murder, assault, kidnapping, everything that the War Dogs did. Game Kid.
I hope you
FCC
listed the amount of crimes that happened in this segment.
So
first
and foremost,
segment, how many crimes happened?
Let's talk about the assault and kidnapping that they did on a poor production truck for no reason.
Before we go that, you have FCC. That's an FCC violation. So I don't know what you want to call that in crimes, but I would like to consider their first crime trespassing. They don't.
Trespassing. You know, because I don't even know if they work there. Attempt kidnapping, assault. I don't know if they sodomized those poor people in the production truck. I don't know. We don't know what happened because they did a lot of work to play a tape to incriminate them of another form of kidnapping with intent to commit murder, also assault, also leaving a dead body in the desert. I mean,
I call littering, Eric.
Wait, hold on. And this might be very petty. Driving without a seatbelt on. They didn't have a seatbelt on. It was a lot. It was a lot.
The way they put on this tape, it feels like the War Dogs have some connections to Al Qaeda because the way they put it on that tape is like another videotape from Bin Laden or something.
But they did it, and they just left them out there. Like, I was like, okay, that happened. Is Darby going to come back? We going to get an update? No. We get Elliot and Andrade and Omega are fighting tonight. And you go like, wait, someone's died. A man has died. Imagine the, again.
Marcus, we don't know he died. He may be slightly cooked in the desert.
Yeah, how did he get home? How did he get home?
Well, the sad part about we know he's gonna show it with no remnants of any it's just I don't know.
He's gonna have to take ribs.
In sand. I want him covered in sand, bandages, and sunburn.
Yeah, I want him to just take ribs. I'm supposed to take ribs in a threat. So where we going with this?
I don't know, because I don't think I care about Gabe Kid. Don't care about Clark Connors. Hell, I don't even care about Darby Allin.
Clark Connors' name?
Yeah, that's his name, Clark Connors.
No, I know Clark Connors.
I don't know his name.
I'm just shocked you knew Clark Connors' name.
I barely know Gabe's name.
Marcus, I did research. Sometimes I do research for this.
Holy
Marcus.
Shit, that's the most shocking thing of the day.
Like, I could care less about these guys. I mean, it's whatever. But let's talk about their main event. The main event was, you get the random fuck eyes chant. It's the eliminator match that AEW does where if you beat the champion, you get a title shot. So luckily he didn't have to do the MJF gauntlet and fight all these other people. Brody King wins by choking out MJF, and now he's he gets to fight. And Manny, go ahead.
Biology states that you don't go limp instantly when you get choked out like that. You just don't. There is more struggle in every. MJF was like struggled for maybe 2 seconds and then died. I don't understand how all that air went out of him that quickly because when he killed that Dragon Lee,
that's my question.
Dragon Lee on Monday.
Who did it better?
I was gonna say who got choked out better, Dragon Lee or MJF?
Dragon Lee struggled a little bit more than MJF, which makes me believe MJF is a little bitch.
he got that Gunther neck. You get choked out, he just tap out right away.
Hey man, the moment got to him. He didn't realize he realized he fucked up and passed out from the. Oh no! This man got me.
I don't know how I feel about this. Like, I'm happy that Brody is getting a title shot, but I also felt that it was very convoluted because there were so many people involved in the cooking of this storyline that, Andrade came out there, Hangman came out there, and it's like, okay, there's a lot going on. We got everybody else fighting for title shots. It was like, this supposed to be Brody's moment, and then, like, it didn't, it got distracted by everybody else. But overall, I thought it was a solid episode of Dynamite, and I think next week, you're going to get another banger when you get Ciampa versus Kyle Fletcher. I think that's going to be a good match.
I feel I liked it but didn't like it at the same time. I liked it that you're giving Brody a chance. However, when you've got these eliminator matches, it feels like the champion shouldn't lose that quickly. Regardless of what's going on, the way AEW books, you never get a squash match like that. Essentially, for what it was. And I understand that you want to have the championship match in Australia mean more, and you don't want them to do everything in that eliminator match, because that's normally what happens is you win the eliminator match, you've kind of already seen the match, you don't really need to see the title match almost because you've already seen everything they can do. But I feel like you've just made your champion look incredibly weak going into another show.
Nah, he was distracted, man. There was a lot going on. I mean, it was a very political moment. People were yelling, fuck ICE. Didn't Hangman come out there? I mean, and he died. I liked it. I thought it was different. I think it had to be different because, one, we already had an Eliminators match with the women's tag team match with Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford and whatnot. So we already had that one. So to get the same thing in the main event would kind of seem like it's a bit redundant. That the main event was different. Even though it was 2 Eliminator matches winning, it just felt different. And it felt special because we don't get squash matches on AEW. And when this match was starting up, I was like, damn, man, they about to do a 30-minute overrun. Well, and then when it just ended, I was like, well, I'll be damned. That was nice to do.
AEW did give 2 squash matches because, 2 matches. You had Orange Cassidy and Tony Storm beat some people.
It was necessary. A squash match ends in like 2 seconds.
But I think my biggest disappointment was because, as you guys know, I like Takeshita. It took me a long time to say his name, but I felt like him being in that 6-man tag that opened up the show really didn't do anything to benefit him. It's like John Moxley wasn't even in the match. He was on the outside.
Anytime clones in a match, and I'm like, bad match.
Like these people.
Wait a minute, what did Clone do?
When he's in the match,
I'm sorry. That was outrageous for me. It's just
when he's in the match, the match don't mean nothing.
Yeah, but Manny, the crazy thing is,
that's how low he is on the totem pole.
Marcus,
the Callis family,
Manny, and then he was right there with low Josh ass Alexander, who don't win the match. So when they won the match against the lower of the Death Riders, I was like, I don't care. Like, if you tell me Danny Garcia, Wheeler Yuta, and Pac is teaming up with each other, I'm thinking the Death Riders is losing, and that's right. They were. That trio right there ain't it. They ain't gonna get it done.
Is this when it's Woods and Big E and not Kofi and Big E in tag team matches? And you're like, they lost. It's Woods.
It's just like, what the hell? Like, Danny and Wheeler take spins. That's what they do. And Pac is useless. You got to have Moxley and Claudio to have any type of chance of winning. And you would think that combination of the Death Riders going against El Clone would involve the Death Riders being able to win. But no, it was like Dungeons and Dragons. They rolled numbers and somehow the Callis family won.
Y'all need to leave El Clone alone.
Man.
He does what he does, okay? He does.
Marcus,
I know Takeshita shouldn't be teaming with him.
You last week
in the elite of the Callis family.
It was a couple of weeks ago. We were talking about the decision between him and Okada. We got none of that. I got poor Takeshita in this damn 6-man tag. I would need that. Don't.
Essentially what Don Callis did was send. So Takeshita is like your Goldar from Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And then he sent 2 parties. That's what
and Manny, and they won. And somehow they won because technically John Moxley is Shredder and he sent the foot out to do that match. That was the foot. Wheeler Yuta, Pac, and that's the foot.
So that's the foot. What you telling me is that
why have we made just the goon? This is the goon, the goon bowl.
Yeah. So Eric, what you telling me? What they sent out? It was the G League teams.
Right, it was G League teams. It was Brody James, Marcus. Brody James against a Dwayne Wade son.
Yeah,
that's what that was.
The under 21 squad that they sent to like random places. Like, oh, this is the real team. It's just what we got.
Bench. That's it.
We sent the bench.
Manny, I'm sorry.
It's a bullpen game, Eric.
Manny, please forgive me. This is like the quarterback battle for the New York Jets. Ain't nobody really that great, but they out there battling for it.
Get that spot.
Hold on, you shut your mouth, Eric. Let me tell you something. There's never a quarterback battle because we don't have a quarterback. Yes, we have a quarterback battle.
So here's my question then. Let me know, Manny, if we could pick the last 3 quarterbacks the Jets had. Sorry for this being personal with the Jets, but you brought them up. The last 3 quarterbacks the Jets had versus El Clone. No. Against Nick Garcia. Will Yuta and who was the third? Why am I blank? And Pac. Who you got?
I'm taking the Jets quarterbacks.
I'm gonna have to pick the. I'll have to pick the AEW goons because you're talking about Justin Fields.
Zach Wilson fuck your mama though. Zach Wilson will fuck your mama.
Tyrod Taylor. No, the last three, Eric. That Tyrod Taylor and Cooks. These quarterbacks are terrible.
Who the fuck is Cooks?
That was our third string quarterback. That was like everyone was injured, so he played.
Manny, I meant to say starters. I didn't mean to go to the people that came in after your starters failed. I'm so sorry. I was gonna let you use Rodgers, okay? You can throw Rodgers in there.
Yeah, then Rodgers would be Takeshka in that situation.
Yeah, no, why am I here?
Are you guys ready to jump to SmackDown?
Hold on, let me jump.
I mean, can you do an abridged version because SmackDown one was okay?
Yeah, because I just want to. I thought SmackDown was better with you. It's just 3 hours.
It's okay. Yeah, so I forgot. Again, I don't know why I forgot it was 3 hours. But I was like, so we really made an event with Tama Tonga and shit. And I was like, it's very questionable. And then I was thinking, they might be doing this because the Olympics, they know no one's watching. So, but then
next week,
I realized,
right?
huh?
No,
this is next week. The ceremony was tonight or last night.
Lindsey Vonn was already helicopter off someplace.
Yeah, and America was already booed. So let me just start it.
No, was America booed or was it JD Vance?
Oh, he was booed too.
It was mostly JD Vance, but you you gotta accept it. But I thought that was lit, and then it hit me. I was like, "Oh, this is a 3-hour show." That's when it hit in the middle of the Tama Tonga Shinsuke match. I was like, "Oh, this ain't no main event."
Yeah, y'all might disagree with me, but I think my favorite aspect of SmackDown had to be Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre had some shit that he needed to say. However, everybody wants to stop him from saying his shit. And I was so happy that he finally got to say what he wanted to say. And then when he said, I was like, that's all you was trying to say, Drew? That's all?
But he had something very important to say. He had to remind the world what title mattered. It's the WWE Championship, not that world title ship. Roman and Punk have everybody confused for a moment because they go out there and kind of promo that mostly has nothing to do with the title, just about their own tension. Yeah. But they belittled. They made Drew look like a little bitch. They made his title look like a little bitch. So he had to get that off his chest.
But I think everybody made Drew look like a little bitch.
On the table.
So we had Cody, aka Raheem, attack him. We had
talking about his dick.
Yeah, I don't, because he had to. It's Black History Month. We had Jacob attack him.
Wait. You said the president there. You said the president there. Black History Month, you gonna talk about your dick?
Yeah, you talking Black History Month, you gotta talk about your dick. That's what we're talking about here. What do you think it's about for?
But my favorite person who tried to catch Drew McIntyre's fade, it was back when Rod Kittle was back there enjoying some Oba, and then Drew bumps into him, and Marcus, for me, it was Drew McIntyre here, and then you know what happens? Damian fucking Priest involved himself in the battle that nobody wanted. I wanted R-Truth versus Drew. That's what I wanted. But
so what you
Drew entertained me.
Interesting character.
Drew entertained me. I enjoyed him as being the champion nobody's respect. As for Cody talking about his dick, I mean, it marked the internet. But at the end of the day, I hope Cody loses next week. I really do.
Oh, Cody is losing next week. Him and Jacob are losing next week.
You think it's Sammy?
Sammy's getting in that chamber.
Yeah, it makes sense. And then it's going to be Cody and Jacob at WrestleMania or something like that.
You're going Sammy and Drew at WrestleMania. I mean, when you talk about you can't win the big one, Trick comes up to you, and I guess we're lumping all this together. Trick comes up to you and be like, "You Charles Barkley, I'm Michael Jordan," and then and he does that, and then you get the head of creator going, "You'll do it, Sammy, because I'm walking by you." Oh, little D-Lo. So he did that, and then we got Sammy's winning the chamber match,
and Carmelo and Miz had a better match than what they should have.
Trick needed to be put in his place as well. I don't think you got the correct badges to be at that level yet, Trick.
He's wearing all white, Manny. He the Coke man.
By the way, when you were talking about his ringside for the main event, I want to talk about him and Lash at the Toronto's Raptors game. I don't know why they were dressed like two pimps at a 1960 boxing match. Like they did not look like they were at a basketball game.
Marcus, he was dressed as Clover Lane. That's what pretty much they were making Rocky number 6. This is the black version. You know. Carmelo versus Miz had a really good match.
That's called Creed, damn it.
I know.
Rocky 6, Creed.
I want legs, Marcus. I want Clever legs, son. I want Clever legs, son. Miz and Carmelo had a really good match. I really enjoyed this match for no reason, just because, Miz he will always continue to get those dead flowers, but, it is what it is.
Can we get to the point where we transition all these old wrestlers into not being wrestlers anymore and just being mouthpieces? Miz would be an amazing manager for somebody. Just throw him out there with some random ass person that can't talk. Some big dude that can't talk. I can't think of one right now. That.
They gave him to Mello.
Yeah, but Mello. So that don't work. You can look at him and be like, that don't work. It's like, that's just, you can tell that's makeshift. I'm talking about someone that is actually physically more imposing than him. He gotta be white, Mello.
He gotta be white. He gotta be white.
He gotta be white and black. I don't care. But I believe he should be a manager, and I would like to put Becky Lynch as a manager as well. Time to hang it up, people.
So, Marcus, this is for you. Because, we talked about how AEW disappointed us when we got our Megan Bain, Penelope Cruz match. Marcus, the match that you got that was last Legend.
Penelope Ford.
Whatever.
Penelope Cruz is not wrestling at 60.
Marcus, the match where you got all. No, I do not want Miz with Briggs, but it wouldn't work, though. As long as he might get rid of that damn scale. Marcus, the match where all the botches took place was Lash Legend, Tiffy Stratton, and Chelsea Green. Marcus, Tiffy was really off in this match. I know she got some ring rust, but this was pretty bad for her.
I would like to say I am off the Tiffy train. I believe there's nobody there, guys. I think it's over. I think she had her run. I don't know. She came back, and I feel like I don't care. She came back to the Rumble. I didn't care. She had a match tonight. I didn't want her to win. I was like, I don't care about you. I care more about Lash. I care about Chelsea in this match.
Well, I
wanted them to win, and I did not. I just feel like Tiffy's just playing. She got a promo. It's still Tiffy. I'm like, she's the same person. She ain't involved. It's over. It's over.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things where
athletic.
You would hope that she would come back, but she was really off. But I think that they really missed the opportunity, and maybe they still have the opportunity, but I thought this was Chelsea Green's match to win, considering of what happened on WWE Unreal or Untold, whatever it's called, where, they told her that she had a glass ceiling. She talked about it. I thought this was just a storyline to get her into the main event, to make more people feel sympathetic for her, to get her to the next level. But like Marcus said, Lash and Chelsea both look better in this match than Tiffy. What say you, Manny?
I think Tiffany's definitely lost a step since she's been away. I don't know what she's been doing while she was away. Clearly just chilling in Saudi with that other man. That's not good. But it was definitely Chelsea's match to win. Lash had a good showing, but Lash continues to have good showings wherever she is. But I like it that it's subtle. I don't like it's not that she's been shoved down our throats. And I think I'm going to say this, and I don't think it's that bold of a statement. She's going to be a bigger star than Jade.
Well, Manny, I was going to ask you a question because I wasn't going to compare her to Jade because I thought Jade was solid this week. But
no, I don't think Jade was solid this week.
What? I thought Jade was solid this week.
No.
I was going to say, if we had to pick one who's going to be successful, will it be Lash or will it be her fiance Trick? Like who?
I think it's easier to as a man. But I think in this day and age of like Triple H only likes black women, I think Lash is gonna succeed a lot more than Trick. But yeah, I think she's got more upside than Jade. Jade only has a look. Lash can actually wrestle.
I think she can wrestle. I think she has a look also. She looks intimidating. She is a big woman, so it's like she's kind of like what Raquel Rodriguez is supposed to be. And I think that she carries herself like a champion. No, I'm just saying like
Raquel. I'm like they're equal. They're about equal.
That was an unnecessary shot at Raquel.
Raquel, like what the fuck?
I know she caught it straight for no reason.
I feel they're about equal on talent and the size. They wrestle about the same. They I like to see them clash in the ring one more time.
Kit Wilson. This was a very predictable segment. I found it hilarious. Oba came out.
That predictable.
You knew Oba was coming out.
No. I did not know. It was 50-50.
They played the Oba video package before this happened.
I know. I had 50-50. It could have been him or it could have been Royce Keys.
If you look at the fake Jay Uso guy, that he was already, he knew it too. He was.
You everybody think it was gonna be Royce Keys?
Huh?
You didn't think it'd be Royce Keys?
No.
It could have been 50-50. I thought it could. I was like, what black man's coming to take him out? I didn't know which one. I just knew it was gonna be either him or
and
Oba.
He was fucking. Both of these two are over, but the fact that Oba was getting chanted the way it was and it wasn't piped in audio, it was like this. Triple H, if you fuck this up, I feel they're coming for you.
But he might fuck it up. Well, no, because he's gonna blame it on the black man if he fucks it up.
Wilson. Kit Oba and
he'll fuck up Kit Wilson. Kit Wilson's gonna be a perennial jobber, even though he's over.
That's okay.
But he has the potential to ruin all three of the black men that have just come up.
All three of them, huh?
There will be a study. There will be a study of Triple H.
And he could potentially ruin Royce Keys before it even happens.
Yeah. So these are the black men in Triple H's hair right now. He got Royce, he got Mello, he got Trick, he got Oba, and I'm assuming that we're just going to ask Lash Lesnar or Kiana James is one of them.
Have you lifted up Javon?
Oh no! Oh, Javon. I couldn't remember a fifth. Javon's already forgotten. But it's not impossible, but it's also like, goddamn. Like
Kane says Kit Wilson is taking R-Truth's spot. I could also say, Kane, I would love to have R-Truth and Kit Wilson interact with each other. I think that might be one of the more hilarious moments in television. So
I also want Kit Wilson to run into Santino with R-Truth. I just need that to happen. I don't care what needs to be said. I just need that to happen.
Just a random comedy interaction of people.
I want to point out, in the random, like, this shit is just happening, and I appreciate this shit happening for no reason, is Nakamura returning to old Nakamura to feud with Tama Tonga. Don't know why I needed this match or why they're feuding. I translated what he told him in Japanese, like he can't trust his old family. I was like, JC Mateo, they need to be out there. It's just like, once again,
JC
sitting
Mateo
out there.
Shouldn't even holding the gold. I felt a certain way when he was holding the gold. I was like, what's he doing?
He went too far, man. He can't Marina Shafir for him. He can't Marina Shafir. You can't do that to Jay.
No, he should not be holding that tag gold. I was like, what is this?
Man, they do it as a joint operation. They do it as a joint operation.
No. That should not be allowed.
But I thought it was a solid match. Tama Tonga's had a lot of weight. I don't know if it's necessary.
No,
but
actually, he's cutting weight. Because when he first came back from injury, he was a lot bigger than that. He's actually getting in better shape. It's slow, but he's getting in better shape.
Well, speaking of people that have bulked up, Montez Ford. Oof.
It's like a tank. And then has a belly.
His stomach is hanging over his tights now.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Sometimes, watching Bianca not work out, it's like, what can we do? We do what we do. Speaking of no one giving a damn about anybody, Johnny Gargano was laying face down, ass up.
Why
and
I'm like, talk about this?
On the NXT
you skip some segments. But go ahead. I'll see if you're going to remember the segment.
Oh, I mean.
Go ahead. I don't care about this. You know you don't care about anybody in this segment.
I don't.
Damn about anybody.
The women started talking about the tag team matches.
Yeah.
Like, it was Lash and Nia, and then Raquel and Liv show up and things like that. And, the dissension that happened with them. I don't think I care about that as much.
Which one?
Liv and Raquel. Like, I think Liv winning the Royal Rumble was a big disappointment with me because I think there's only so much you can do with Liv. And I admit that, yeah, she had some good years, but I'm not sold on her as being a main eventer. Like, I think me and Liv is kind of like how you might be with Tiffy, Marcus.
No. Tiffy, wait. I can't believe you would do that to Liv. Liv still gets good reactions. People love Liv.
But she get reaction from the Simps.
The people in that the women's WrestleMania dinner commercial, I think she's the only one that could have won it that wasn't already doing something.
Yeah, so Manny, I'm okay with Liv winning the Rumble over anybody else at that dinner.
So you said that you were unhappy with Jade in this situation. Were you unhappy with Jade when she was interacting vocally with Liv Morgan, or the match itself?
The whole thing, like Jade looks great, but outside of that, there's nothing else you can tell me that she does better than anyone else in that ring, besides probably Jordynne Grace. Because I think Jordynne Grace and Jade are kind of almost the same person when it comes to being on the main roster. Because when you actually look at it, and I've been a big proponent, I don't like Raquel Rodriguez either. But Raquel Rodriguez was the second best person in that ring in that tag match.
To Manny, I will say that Raquel has improved a lot. And I'm not the biggest fan of Raquel either. Double R don't do it for me, but she's improved a lot. But Liv ain't shitty. I mean, when you think about that match, nobody really can wrestle in that match. Like, I think,
you know what? This is outrageous.
Go ahead, Marcus. Go ahead, defend
this. Is outrageous. I thought both teams were all right in what they did. Okay,
all right,
what they did. I'm not saying it was your favorite tag team, the Midnight Express or the Rock and Roll Express, there, but they were out there.
You know this match had Penelope Ford, Megan Bain written all over it.
No, it didn't. It wasn't that bad.
It could have been a classic.
It wasn't that bad, and I think they put together a good match. They told a good story. I love that neither one can trust their partners. As always, champion and challenger teaming together. But they do have no intention of pushing anything with Jordynne Grace. I don't even understand why she's in the main event. She hasn't had a proper introduction. I don't think she's had a win before tonight. She hasn't had a win before tonight.
She should not have a title match because she's going to lose that title match next week on SmackDown.
And
then she's going to be down at the bottom again. What are you going to do with her? What are you going to do with her?
I was very upset with Nick Aldis making the Vince McMahon Classic. I don't need this. Don't need them teaming with each other.
Yeah, but I did like the double interaction, the mistrust that Raquel booted Liv and Jade booted and Jade was like, "So what?"
Yeah, she didn't care. She didn't care.
I don't fuck about you, and I thought that's what Jade brings over what everybody else brings. It's just something about the way she say stuff and do stuff, where it's like that's authentic. Like fuck you.
So
I was for it.
One of my favorite moments of SmackDown had to be Lonely Sammy. Sammy didn't have to be at work. He had no matches, but he showed up and he wanted to walk backstage. And I don't know what's worse.
He wanted to walk the hall.
Yeah, he was walking the hall. And then next thing you know, you get approached by Ray Phoenix, who's going to give you a pep talk. And I'm like, damn, Ray, I know you take a lot of losses, but I don't think I want to speak to you. I wanted Sammy to say shut the fuck up. But before he can say shut the fuck up,
you need to be a pep talk from the loser window.
Trick Williams showed up.
Somebody to lead them.
But Trick Williams showed up and just started to put more kerosene on the fire. He said Mr. can't get the job done. He took an unnecessary shot at Charles Barkley. He called Sammy Charles Barkley. He's Michael Jordan. He's a role model. I'm getting the job done. And then next, you let the Trick fight Ray Phoenix again. I'm just like, damn, Trick, you acting like you the man, but the only person you really have beat is Ray Phoenix in this situation. And now we're gonna see you fight Ray Phoenix again. Trick, you talking a lot of shit, but you ain't doing shit.
Yep, until he beat Ray Phoenix, his push could be completely fumbled and whatnot. Not beat Ray Phoenix, beat somebody other than Ray Phoenix. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And we're running this back.
Wait, so give me five. Give me five, and Axiom is on the same level. Give me five people you think he should beat before you could be considered a piece anything.
That's the SmackDown roster?
Yeah.
He should beat Matt Cardona. He could beat Kit Wilson. You know what? He could beat Shinsuke. Shinsuke's just there.
Shinsuke is, I'll give you. He could, if he beats Matt Cardona or Kit Wilson, they're on the same level as Ray Phoenix.
Yeah, I know, man. It's hard. They're not really elevating people on SmackDown. So once you go to after that lot, you go to the MFT / the YS6.
No, Marcus.
Second tier.
No,
and then you should beat all of these fools.
Trick could fight Damian Priest and beat him. Miz is somebody he could fight.
Yeah, but you won't care if he beat Damian Priest. You're going to be like, there ain't nobody.
Aleister Black, who had a good show, but who did not belong in his qualifying match.
What about Solo?
There's people.
What about Solo?
No, man. You got to take Solo at all costs, man. Where was his family at? I'm feeling that the YS6 did some shit like Gabe Kidd and Clark Connors. I don't know where his family was at.
I don't like that you know Clark Connor's name and you keep regurgitating.
Yeah,
like it's
like you know him personally.
He reminded me of Joey Ryan. just dirty, just
like dirty. Still be Joey Ryan.
Yeah. So we talked about Drew cutting his promo. Did you like Trick saying that you worry about all the wrong things because you need to be worried about the future of the business? These are pretty much two heels going at each other in this situation. I don't know. I mean, what?
Trick is just being a habitual line stepper. He just keeps calling up to anybody and talking a bunch of nonsense, even though he hasn't did anything. Like, why the fuck is he sitting there ringside for this match? He is nobody. When you look at the graphic, he is nobody. He's not in. Is he already qualified for the championship?
No,
he's not, right?
Marcus, he's not even
just looking.
He's not even announced for the next week's qualifying match. He's not even in that Cody Fatu versus Sammy match. The death bracket right there. He's not even in that match. Yeah, but he's gonna be at ringside. I bet he's gonna be at ringside.
He's at ringside for the match. So for him to be up there, I enjoy the character just overstepping their boundaries. But maybe you know what? This will push him to the main event. And as Kane said, he also beat Miz and Mello, which is, I believe, might be the same level.
I thought the main event was a very well wrestled main event. I thought that Randy going into the match was the no-brain winner. I thought they did things that made me think that other people was going to win. It was one point that I thought Alistair had it. I was like, what the fuck are we doing here? But of course, Randy was able to get it at the end. I mean, it was what it was. I mean, Randy was going to win. We knew he was going to win. They tried to make it interesting, but Zelina did nothing.
When does she do anything?
No, I'm just saying, the first thing I would do, when Randy was creeping up behind Alistair, she could have ran to the other side of the ring and say, don't turn around. Don't turn around.
When Booker T's talking about cuts coming after WrestleMania, these two need to be worried.
Yeah.
Manny, I don't know, because I think you can send Alistair to Mexico as well. It can work.
Why do you send him to Mexico? That's not a promotion.
You send everybody to Mexico.
I just think that is again, Triple H just wanted to stick it to AEW and bring whoever they got over here for whatever reason, and he doesn't know what to do with them. The same thing. He just has them, and I believe that Alistair / Malachi Black in both promotions could be used if they tried to actually do something with him. But I don't think there's.
I would prefer if they would have brought him with Brody, but they couldn't have Brody because I think Alistair and Brody was a good tag team. Where is Rhea's husband at? Is he really hurt? Did he have a really bad injury?
He hurt his ankle. But hold on, Eric, how dare you talk about Rhea's husband? You just covered all the Smackdown. Did you? Didn't. You know why? Because you hate Julia. You ignored her and Kiana James fighting for the tag team titles against Rhea and Io. You totally just skipped them because you hate Julia. And tell the truth.
Marcus, let me tell you something.
That was a good ass match. I was in it.
We need to talk about something. Kiana James is supposed to be helping Julia. But if anything, Kiana James is the one benefiting from this because she is standing out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, 100%. That's why I was shocked if he covered it. Kiana James is on her pace to be a star. She's ahead of Tiffy for me on the ranking ball. I would like to see her get put.
The thing is, Kiana James did fuck all in NXT. She did nothing.
They gave her nothing to do. And then she was just a business lady. Now she comes up and she's having real wrestling matches. And you go like, where the fuck did these come from? She's more athletic. It's like that injury gave her an extra boost of like speed and shit. Like she's out
also,
there.
She's more charismatic. It's a lot. And like,
she ain't got charisma, Eric, yet.
She's a talker, but she can talk. Like she carries herself enough.
She hasn't done anything.
But she kind of reminds me of a young Bianca, like in the ring. Like
I like this team,
athletic wise. And
I like this team. I thought they brought some attitude and some aggression to EO and them. But
Marcus, it was no disrespect to Julia because I don't hate Julia as much as I did before. It was just that the same time, Marcus, this tag team title match didn't really mean anything.
You covered every segment on this show but that tag match. How dare you say
I didn't talk about Ilya talking to Biz? I didn't talk about that.
Oh, that one. But you were going to talk about Gargano. Yeah. You talked about Sammy wandering the halls in the back.
Because that shit was funny.
Gargano's going back to NXT.
You brought up the YS6 even though they were just flickering lights this week in a promo. You brought up everything but Julia, and I know your hate. I see it through your soul.
I'm trying to see if I didn't talk about Randy Orton being interviewed backstage.
That's not a theory.
Winning the match. Yeah, that's not a. You just making stuff up. You just looking on YouTube or something.
You skipped the whole match.
I did.
Yeah, you skipped the opening match.
But I also skipped the opening match on Dynamite also, but we went back and talked about that was Putties versus the Foot. Yeah, so Eric, maybe Eric, my theme was skipping opening matches this time.
No, you can't claim that because two of the biggest women stars were in that match, and that was Rhea and Io. You can't just skip a match like that.
Yeah, arguably Rhea's like the third or fourth biggest star in the entire company. And you were like, I'm skipping this. Triple H would kill you for skipping on his girl.
He was gonna kill me because I'm black. Don't matter.
Well, that's for one reason. He'd skip another motivation. That would be the excuse.
Yeah, well, then we could book this match as the heart. What did he call it?
You know what? You know what? I will acknowledge that there was an oversight on my behalf, and I apologize for skipping their tag team match to open the show.
Okay, but I would like to apologize. I skipped something in the Dynamite report that I wanted to bring up. So we got to pull apart between Swerve and Kenny Omega, and I was distracted by security as always because security is very intriguing. But this is Black History, my brother. Oh, you can't ask for it. Give me the tennis ball. You can't.
What's going on with that hairline?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. What is going on with all of this, man?
He has a part that is going. Oh my god, that's just bad.
What is going on with the hairline? Because also the line, the tennis ball line, looks like he's had major head surgery.
Yeah, I hope he didn't.
My man, I'm gonna tell you this right now. My man looked like he's living life rough. Because it don't look like he got all his teeth either. My man has been living hard.
This is one of the worst looks ever.
He actually might be a real security guard and not a wrestler.
No. That's a professional wrestler, but this is a choice. That haircut is a choice. That haircut is a choice.
Like, how do you even go to a bar and be like, yeah, just cut around like that?
But Marcus,
don't touch the top of my head. Don't touch the bottom of my head. You go in the middle and the dangle at a slope.
Let me ask this question to both of you. We're all follically challenged. But if you had the opportunity and they said we can get your hair back, but you have to sport this look, would you do it?
No.
I'm happy being bald, Manny. I'm okay with that.
I'll tell you, that haircut requires an NDA to be signed by him from the like you can't tell who gave you that cut. You can't be like, oh, Clyde gave me that at the shop on 7th and Jefferson. No, there's no mention of where that cut took place at.
Like the
blind man gave him that cut. There's no way you go to a barbershop and go, I want this.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
no barber in his right mind would give you this haircut.
How do you look in the mirror and say, you know what, that's exactly what I wanted? That's exactly
make me look like a strawberry swirl parfait. Like, what is he doing?
Give me the Harry Potter lightning bolt, but with a swirl around my head, like I'm wearing a yarmulke. That's what it looks like. Like the man is wearing a yarmulke. That's what it is.
What is that?
I don't know. That was so distracting. Going like, why would you do this? It's at other angles. There's no other design in the middle right there. It's just this.
Also, Eric, at the beginning of the show, you said Marcus had a nappy beard. I believe you need to apologize to Marcus and look at the state of this man's beard, I
told you, Betty, this man ain't got no teeth. His beard is messed up. He's bad.
You need to apologize to Marcus today.
No.
Jesus, apologize. That was the worst. He needs to lose a hair versus hair match ASAP. Speaking of which, who's going to lose their hair? Is it going to be Tony Storm and Orange Cassidy or Marina Shafir and Wheeler Yuta? I think it's only can go one way, right?
It's going to be Yuta Shafir, but I don't care. Because once again, we're still sitting in the foot for the Death Riders. It's like, I just...
That's not fair. Marina Shafir don't even wrestle with shoes on either.
That's what she is, the real foot. I just think that for me personally, like for Toni Storm, this is such a step backwards. It's like her gimmick in AEW was borderline comedy, but it also she got in the ring and she handled business. Now we're just doing stupid shit for no reason. Like this hair versus hair match doesn't accomplish anything.
How's that any different to what Rhea Ripley and Io doing in tag?
I didn't want to talk about it, but Marcus brought him up.
Why wouldn't I bring it up? And one, they're not doing comedy. That's a serious tag team that Io Rhea is doing.
And she just keep trying to wrap her legs around Rhea to justify wrapping her legs around Hunter.
But she's been doing that before that
video
came out.
I think Io just
as Joe Test said, this is the best division. The tag team division is the best division we got in this brand right now. It's the best. You know what? You can argue it might be. It's one that seem to be emphasizing these tag team title matches. So it's the only tag team division in WWE right now. The other titles are dead.
But isn't it time for
the other champion?
Isn't it time for your moment in Black History, Marcus? Or is it time for that discussion?
Is that what this segment's called?
Yeah. See, this is why Eric's not invited to any segment. He just ruins it. My God, here's your moment of Black History. Here we are talking about man's head. Is that your moment of Black History? No.
The way it sounded like he was tossing it in the bin. The way he said,
yeah, he sounded like Triple H going like, "Oh, we got to do a Martin Luther King package." Put your little Martin Luther King package on.
Well, to my defense, this was just thrown on me, and I don't know what it was called. I don't have a name.
Thrown on me on Tuesday, and I handled it with more grace than you did.
Yeah, I do not have grace of an Englishman. I do not.
And then how about this? You said at the time when I said, "Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you," you're like, "Okay, don't worry, I got it anyway. I know what I'm gonna say." And then you come in and do your little segment. Black History don't matter. Get out the way. I'll be over here in the corner. In fact, I'm gonna put my headphones on.
I'm gonna take my headphones off.
Kid Rock. No, you're gonna listen to Kid Rock.
I don't listen to no damn Kid Rock.
All right, so we can have our little segment. How dare you? Well, anyway, we're gonna talk about the next wrestler on our list for if they or should not have been champion, WWE champion, specifically in this Black History Month segment that Eric disagrees with.
I don't disagree with it. I just didn't know what it was called.
You don't have to know what it's called.
Despite being black.
Should they be champion?
Despite being black.
But being held back for being a black man was racism too much. That should be the name of the segment. Racism too much.
Racism too much. Racism overload.
Yeah. So guys, we go to the board. Where's my board? It's not here. Shit.
Yeah, upload it in the other room.
Go find your board in another room, though, brother. You can do this.
No, I already got it. I just upload it again.
So unlike your side of the feed, that can upload.
Here's the board. Okay. 3 black men up. We went with Shelton Benjamin. Eric, do you agree? Shelton Benjamin should be or should not have been world champion?
I wouldn't have made him world champion. I think he was talented, but I don't think he could have carried the belt the way they needed to carry.
All right.
Okay. Marcus, now you need to, when we next do this, put an X on Shelton Benjamin. I think that it's 2 to 1. It's 2 to 1 now.
I'll flip my vote.
No, Mark, it's only fair.
I'll flip my vote back.
Manny, you understood that he loved him some Shelton Benjamin.
No, but he didn't pick Shelton Benjamin. That's the thing. I picked Shelton Benjamin.
Really?
So we went half and half. And then when you say no,
that
means to be a red X.
I really thought that would be you saying no.
I talked myself out of it.
Wow.
I talked myself out of it. Then there's Woods.
I would say yes.
That still says red because
he knows how to handle a title.
Nah, it was a no. It was a no.
He's never been a singles champion ever.
Hey, he wasn't even a good up, down champion.
He was that singles champion in that one video that made them all famous.
No, that was
and that's also a reason why he can't get it.
That was a handicap match.
Yeah, a tag team, a big tag.
That was champion and challenger.
Hey, let's be honest though. Of that trio, he's the one that's still employed. Would never saw that one coming. Anyway,
today brings us to the Bearcat Keith Lee.
Why is the background wood?
Huh? It was going to be a whole board, like a suspect board and all that, but then I never changed it to this.
Can you please get a thumbtack so you can just put it at the top of the picture like this hanging out there?
No, they stick. They got Velcro.
Use some tape or something.
No, they're sticky, okay?
Use some tape.
Don't worry about the board. This was Keith Lee. Keith Lee came in NXT, kind of was shaky. Then all of a sudden, A year go by, they give him everything. They push the rocket on him. They give him the North American title and the NXT title, only losing to everybody's favorite wrestler, Karrion Kross. He gets called up. He does the Royal Rumble. He has an impressive show against the Royal Rumble. He stares down Brock, gets eliminated, yada, yada. Then he gets called up, and then he's dead on sight because Vince is like, cover that fat man up, call him a Bearcat, and throw him out there. Keith Lee has never been the same since.
Well, I mean, I think.
So,
go ahead. I'll let you finish.
So, I feel like pausing. So, Eric and Manny, we're here to discuss. It wasn't the biggest run in WWE on the main roster, but it did seem like it could have been an important run. Should Keith Lee have been WWE champion? I guess Eric first. I don't care. You want to chime in? I'm done. I'm done.
I'm going to say that Mr. Lee had an impressive, stint in NXT, and everything seemed like he was on the right track to get to that next level. And I even think that he had a rocket put to his back when he made it to the Royal Rumble. He had a good showing. He was like the next big man coming. Of course, Vince soured on him, and his name became changed, and his gimmick had been changed. But, people have survived bad gimmick changes. I think, unfortunately for Mr. Lee, his body did not cooperate with him, and injuries plagued his time on the main roster. And even after he departed WWE, injuries still played a role in him never reaching to the point. So with all that being said, I would not have made him world champion. I don't think he was one who could carry it. And he does not get my vote. If you could see me, I would be putting my thumbs down like they did.
You can. I don't know why we ain't visually again. We should be back.
You didn't take off the thing.
Yeah. Oh. This is your segment.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know we weren't visually back.
So like I said, the thumbs down, he would not become champion for me.
Can't believe you look just like him.
So he joined the main roster in 2020 around SummerSlam.
That's the data analyst in him.
So around that time, specifically the WWE Championship, when Drew McIntyre was the champion, followed by Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre again, The Miz, Bobby Lashley, Big E. And around that time, when Big E had the title, he was released. Of those people, I don't think he was ever at the level where he could have beaten any of those people. He had a great run in NXT. I think he should have stayed in NXT longer and held both titles before they decided to push him out onto the main roster. I just feel like he didn't pick up as much steam, and then there was that whole gimmick change with Vince wanting him to change his look and then give him the Bearcat name. I don't think there was necessarily a problem with the Bearcat name. I think he could have probably made that work, much like how Mark Henry made the Silverback work, even though that was really racist at the time to call that man a gorilla in essentially what Vince did. I think the fans wanted more from him, and I think we put him on a pedestal.
No.
We put him on a pedestal, and I don't think he measured to what we thought he could be. And even at AEW level, I don't think he measured to what we thought he could be. And then obviously there was health issues.
You can't go twice, Eric.
I just want to add something. I want to put an addendum. I just want to put an addendum. Can I just add this real quick? I think the fact that Adam Cole also didn't want to be his mouthpiece, which was one of the ideas that was pushed to him. Also,
that was not true, apparently.
But Keith Lee could speak.
Yeah.
Slowly.
It was like, hello, I say fancy words like ubiquity. And because I've got a vast vocabulary, it just wasn't going to work out.
So, Marcus, are you going to try to sway me and Manny, or are you?
Yeah, because I didn't realize it was going to be so negative on Keith Lee here. At the prime of Keith Lee's career, he looked like he was going to be the next big thing in WWE.
He did.
At the heart of it.
Marcus, discuss your point, and then we'll argue afterwards.
He does have his flaws. He has his flaws. He isn't the best talker. He can communicate. He can talk well, yada, yada, highly educated, but it was in slow motion. It was. But considering all the bumfuck champions we've had over the years who are just big people who just got the title, I think he was well overqualified with his unique look, athleticism, his talent whatsoever. I think he was a good person that could do media tours and stuff. I thought Keith Lee was overqualified for that position when he was in NXT as being their double champion. Keith Lee had all that. The people liked him. There was nothing. He had music behind him. He had a look about him. And then Vince, when he got him, decided to change all of that. Fuck the manager. Fuck the change in look. Let's give him what we put up. We're building up in NXT and bring it to the roster. Let's give him what they're giving over Femi right now. Let's do that treatment instead of let's decide to let's cover him up, change his music, don't give him any mic time, and air him out. And as a part of AEW, you can't say what was going to happen there because one, health issues that we still don't know what's going on in that situation, and two, I don't know what was going on in that locker room at the time. CM Punk was running or Tony and all that stuff. It was a madhouse back then. So AEW, I'm going to extinguish from something. But everybody they've let kind of just be themselves, whether it's Gunther or whoever else, it always seems to work out in the end. And they didn't give Keith Lee the opportunity. And they say they can't, if he had horrible mic skills and all that, they couldn't find someone to quote unquote write for him. That is their issue for not having black voices and people and minorities in their writers' room. They gave him nothing. They gave him no opportunity. Keith Lee should have been a WWE champion.
As Kane said, and I think this is really true when it comes to WWE, he said if they did make Keith Lee the champion at the time, then Big E wasn't going to be the champion at the time. And then Kane also says that Big E is greater than Keith Lee. And I agree with that one. I would have rather see Big E be the champion, and he did achieve the champion than Keith Lee. Nothing against Keith Lee. I just think that his body was not able to handle the pressure of the main roster.
Why they got to be one?
Huh? Because we know how WWE works, Marcus.
Yeah, fuck that. Why? That's their problem for being racist.
Yeah, but
got to be one.
Yeah, but you got to work within the means.
Like in NXT, we went from thick over mellow. It didn't seem to be an issue there.
But Marcus, the thing about that,
but like the issue is the main roster. The issue isn't NXT. Because you can tell from NXT they care about diversity and they don't.
Who ran NXT? Who ran NXT back in the day?
Triple H.
Yeah. Who's running?
But Marcus, on that list of the people who were champions that Manny gave when he gave the stats, Keith Lee is not even in the same yard as those people.
What? Keith Lee's a better wrestler than all those people.
He's not a better entertainer.
Huh? Yeah, I honestly think Keith Lee is a better wrestler than Drew McIntyre. He's a better wrestler than Drew McIntyre. Drew got him beat on the mic. Yeah. Drew's as basic as his cub. He throw a chop and
Marcus, I think you're the minority. But even Kane says because the other people that were champion at the time were at a higher level in the main event. And I agree.
Yeah, but if you go by just the time, how about would you take him as being a champion before Damian Priest?
No.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. No.
Damian Priest for what?
But again, Marcus, I wouldn't make Keith Lee the WWE champion. I'd make him the world champion. I would not make him the WWE champion.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
Because he's not on the level of someone I would go WWE champion. Yes, you've got some asterisks there like Alberto Del Rio and many others. But I don't think in that era that who was champion, the only one that I could possibly say that he could have beat would have been The Miz. But The Miz only held that title, so Drew didn't have to take a loss to Bobby Lashley. And even then, I would still push Bobby in that time frame. I would not put that on Keith Lee.
I would put Keith over Bobby.
There was two.
Bobby had his time. Bobby. Yeah, I know. We could have went 3. But I'm just saying, Bobby, I would say Keith Lee over Bobby. Bobby can't talk. Bobby can't talk,
but Bobby got a better story. He's a service.
Bobby just has a better physique.
He's a vet, better physique. You know, he looks intimidating.
Yeah, but even at that point, Marcus, Bobby had MVP.
Yeah,
but Marcus, you still can't get past the one
Why
issue
couldn't
that
you give Keith Lee have
but how do you get past the health issue of Keith Lee? He got hurt.
It was unknown at the time.
But
he got hurt.
No one knew about his injury. This is in hindsight.
About in AEW.
Yeah, this is all in hindsight. He had no issues in WWE health.
I thought he had issues with the Bearcat. I thought he had tweaked the ankle or something like that.
Tweaked an ankle.
Tweaked an ankle is nothing.
That's not life-threatening or whatever he's featuring right now, or was featuring, or whatever's going on in his life. I'm just saying he's much better than 90% of the people you put up there. Priest.
No, wait.
In that whole COVID era.
Wait, Marcus.
Let's take it.
The following month, Lee was scheduled to face Riddle and Bobby Lashley for the United States Championship at the Elimination Chamber event, but was pulled from the event due to an injury. Lee was absent for 5 months due to a COVID-19 diagnosis, followed by a heart inflation.
Yeah, he
again. Before then, we did not know he was going to get sick. I still put it on there.
No, he was hurt in WWE, and then it carried over. And he just had a bad chain of events for his career.
Nah.
I'm sorry, Marcus.
Nah, I don't think it's just a bad chain of events. So you're saying because you just assumed he was going to get sick, that he shouldn't have been champion?
No, regardless,
because you wouldn't have known.
Sickness.
You wouldn't have known.
No, but regardless of sickness, if you remove the sickness and then you go up to his career before that sickness, I don't think he's WWE champion material at that point. I think he's top of the mid card,
world champion.
Top of the mid card or world champion.
I don't think he could have been a face. I really don't.
Over Drew McIntyre?
Drew carries the title whether you like Drew or not.
Drew didn't do shit with that title in the pandemic.
He had COVID. It's hard.
Drew? Oh, yeah, so why not? Bobby had COVID. Big E had COVID. It's all the same shit.
Okay. Yeah, Mark, I'm sorry.
So I guess Keith Lee isn't getting in.
He's not.
Damn. Racism. Racism wins again.
No, I don't think it's right. I don't think we got enough of a body of work on the main roster. I just don't see him as a WWE champion. I just don't see it.
Over all the other bums we've had over the years, you couldn't make Keith Lee the champion over all these other bums as champions.
Mark, I wouldn't make the other bums champion.
Over I don't know. I can't even think. Great Khali, Big Show, all these other bums. Keith Lee couldn't be WWE champion over all these guys.
No.
That's wild.
I mean, the problem
with wild take. Keith Lee's a no. Damn.
See, Marcus, when you look over who was champion at the time, the Universal champion, he could have beat Braun Strowman. He could have beat Bray Wyatt. But then you run into Roman Reigns' dominating run of that Universal title, and I don't think he could even been world champion at that point.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to be Roman. I mean, you can push people.
And then
I think they didn't get the opportunity.
And when you think about, because he was hurt, when you bring up the Great Khali,
Vince looked at him as like, I'm not pushing this fat black man whatsoever.
And then
why you gonna bring me this shit, Triple H? Why you gonna bring me that? That's where it came down to.
I'm gonna use your own arguments against yourself when you go. There's too many championships in WWE. So if you merge the world and the WWE championship into one, and there was one title to rule them all, he's not ever winning that title.
I give him that title.
No, he would never win that title. In that time frame, it would have been
Priest
Roman.
Could win it.
It was Roman. It would have been Roman.
No, Mark, if the titles was merged, Priest ain't winning that title.
It would have been Roman. It would have been just straight Roman. And then Cody. That's it.
Mark, I hate to say this, especially because when Keith Lee got called up, he was viewed in the same eye that Bronson Reed was viewed at, as I can't do nothing with that. As Karrion Kross was viewed, I can't do nothing with that. He's a great upper mid card, but I'm not putting the back of my company on him. I'm just not doing it.
You're right, Kane.
That's just ridiculous. You guys underrate this guy.
No.
You guys have underrated Keith Lee.
No.
I think you overvalue him.
I think you guys undervalue everything he brings. He's so much better than what you guys remember. You guys just going with whatever last video you saw with the gray hair and the shitty look he was on. Keith Lee was doing great work.
Marcus, the only thing I remember from Keith Lee is that he had a great match with Dijak. After that, There was nothing else about him that stood out that much, except for him being a big black man who has some agility to him. That was it.
And the last thing I remember about Keith Lee is the fact that Swerve jumped through a fucking breeze block or cinder block through that man's stomach.
Yeah.
Still,
no, Marcus. I'm being real. Like, when you think about it, I don't think he makes money. I don't think he makes money. I don't think he makes money.
I don't think none of these fools make money. There's a lot of people that ain't making money. Roman just proved that none of these fools can make money.
But Marcus, I don't even think
I'd rather try to go with Keith Lee.
Marcus, but the thing is, I don't think anybody cares to see him lose or win. Like, Keith Lee is Damian Priest. It's just like
he is.
It's that.
He's a much better wrestler than Damian Priest.
He might be a better wrestler, but he still has the same aura about him.
He had a more unique personality than Damian Priest.
Let me ask you this question. If Keith Lee was white, you putting the strap on him? Because you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
I put it on Dusty Rhodes. I would put it on Dusty Rhodes.
He is nothing like Dusty Rhodes.
He's not like Dusty Rhodes. Sorry, yeah.
And Dusty Rhodes never won the WWE Championship or the WWF Championship back then.
True.
But I didn't realize you love you some Keith Lee like this.
I think Keith Lee is pretty talented. He got a bad string of bad luck and health. Other than that.
And if in all honesty, Marcus, the other Keith Lee that reviews food is much more entertaining than the existing Keith Lee.
You get bored with him after 3 reviews.
No, you don't.
Because you want to hear him say some bad shit about stuff. You know he's going to be all positive. Fuck that Keith Lee.
I just remember when Keith Lee was going viral, the food critic, I thought it was the other Keith Lee, and I was like, shit, it ain't. But you know, Marcus, the thing about it, we haven't heard from Keith Lee in years. Marcus, who knows what condition he's in? I don't even know if him and Michin are still together. I think they are.
We're not talking about right now. Yeah, who's talking about now?
No, but Mark, I'm saying that we don't know where he's at. He might be in a great condition. You might get to see the Keith Lee that you always want to see. He might come back to somebody's company and be good. We don't know. He hasn't hung it up. But if you had to tell me Big E or Keith Lee, Big E. You have to tell me Keith Lee, Bobby Lashley, Bobby Lashley. You tell me Drew McIntyre, Keith Lee, Drew McIntyre. The list goes on. Those people were WWE champions. I'm taking them over. As Manny said, the only person who he had a chance to probably surpass would be The Miz, but I still take The Miz because you will pay to see The Miz get his ass kicked.
And he kind of peaked in WWE against Dijak.
Yes.
I mean, he had some really good matches with Adam Cole and stuff. You guys forget that series. And yes, there's a lot of stuff you guys are forgetting about that NXT run.
Yeah, but that doesn't always translate into you should be WWE champion.
But they're going to make Sammy champion, and I think Keith Lee has a better career than him in NXT.
Oh, what?
In NXT. In NXT. I'm talking about NXT only.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on. Come on. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy.
You can't be like, oh, he was good in the minors, so that should automatically translate into the majors.
No. I understand that. But I'm just saying we were just talking about the minors.
Marcus, Nakamura Sammy is a match that surpasses anything Keith Lee did in NXT.
And
that one match.
Marcus, if anything, he's no better than Karrion Kross.
Exactly. He might be on the same level as Karrion Kross.
Come on. Kross was horrible when he got the title.
No, they're both indie darlings that don't make it to that level.
Next thing you're going to tell me that Keith Lee should be over Kevin Owens. That's the next thing you're going to tell me right now.
No, why would I say that?
Because you say that about Sammy.
Yeah.
Sammy has had some classics in NXT.
Classics don't mean you have any day. You can have a classic.
Marcus, but that negates the point of your...
Sammy has the bloodline. Sammy has the bloodline.
Wait, hold on. Mark, you just argued against yourself.
Without the bloodline, Sammy would have been nothing.
Mark, you told us, you told Manny and I that we are negating everything that Keith Lee did in NXT, and we're not giving him a fair shake. But in the same sentence, you just told us we need to discredit everything that Sammy did in NXT.
I didn't say that.
Don't translate.
I didn't say that at all.
That's what you said.
You didn't physically say that.
I didn't say anything
that's
close to that.
That's how it came across.
I didn't say anything close to that. I was comparing them their NXT run. They both had successful NXT runs, and I said Keith Lee had a better successful NXT run. That was it. Because we can't really compare Keith Lee's main roster because his main roster was utter trash. It didn't go anywhere.
If Keith Lee was white, he would have been in Retribution.
Yeah, probably. Black, he probably still be in Retribution. Those were bad ideas going around at the time.
I don't know.
If you're going strictly by NXT,
Shinsuke
Nakamura should be WWE champion. And
he should have been. He should have been.
Yeah, and if you're using Keith Lee in the same argument, Keith Lee doesn't even compare.
Just because Nakamura didn't become champion it's not an argument that Keith Lee shouldn't be champion. It just shows there was poor management that both of them should have been champion probably.
Yeah, but Nakamura has the better NXT credentials than Keith Lee.
No, he doesn't. It's about equal. It's about equal.
Sammy versus Finn, Sammy versus Nakamura, Sammy versus KO. The list goes on.
Those are just matches.
And let's also just point out, Marcus.
I can go Keith Lee versus Finn. I can go Keith Lee versus Nakamura, and I can go Keith Lee versus KO.
Marcus, also let's just point out this though, and I'm not being awful. I'm not being mean in this situation.
You guys already won the argument. You guys just beating the dead horse. No, I'm not.
No, because you just keep it. Sammy has not. Sammy has not won. Sammy has not won.
I stopped the argument and went completely silent, and then you guys were like, and then. And I was like, I put the graphic up. I put the graphic up and said, damn, he's not in. And that was the end of the segment.
When you go back and look back, you're going to say that you kept going. But my last point in this situation, Sammy has not won the WWE Championship yet. And we don't know if he's going to win the championship. However, Keith Lee is not in the position to win any championship at the moment.
What's that got to do with anything?
Not at the moment, though. But I think.
Yeah, what does that do with anything? We're talking about.
I think of the time.
Like, you're like, oh, he's never winning it.
But I don't think he would have ever won it. I don't think he would have ever won it because I don't think he was ever going to get to that level.
Yeah, I think he would have been mid-card at best.
And I think if I remember correctly, there was conversations about he needs to get into proper shape, not just be the blubbering fat man, much like how they discussed it with Gunther, and Gunther got into the shape that he needed to be onto the main roster. No, but it's no. But this is for your health, Marcus. You can't just have a big man. That's why he had heart problems. He was a big man.
Yeah.
And obviously, when you're built that way, you're gonna have a lot of fat around the heart, and then you're gonna have heart problems.
You have a heart attack. I know.
So did Triple H.
Yeah, but
that was steroids.
That was steroids later. That was later on.
We talk about people health. Yeah, we talk about people health. All these people had heart attacks.
Yeah, but I'm not asking Triple H to be
Ric Flair. Eddie Guerrero was in the best shape ever. Died of a heart attack. All these people. I'm just saying, you guys are still beating the dead horse. You can't be WWE champion, guys.
Yeah, Gunther put in the work.
Okay. It's okay. But Gunther has potential because he's white. They'll push him that way.
Yeah, but he's European white. They don't normally push Europeans.
Yeah, but it's a difference of, do I want to push this guy? And then Keith Lee coming already up under the ground already, going like, he's also black.
You know.
Yeah, but Gunther also hasn't won the WWE Championship. He won the World Championship.
And when Keith Lee was coming up, remember, we only had one black champion. It was Kofi Kingston at the time.
So someone is, I guess, other wrestling sites on Instagram are doing like, Black History, and they're going with Chants Whose House, because Swerve wears the white mink, and Whoop That Trick. I don't think Trick is at the wrestling level as Swerve, but I think it would be a fun match between both individuals if they were still in the company. Hey, Bart, are we going to discuss Swerve and his WWE opportunity for a championship?
No, why?
I'm curious. I don't know who
you want to beat up. You just want to beat up more black people in that went to AEW. You just want to beat up more black people that went to AEW. There's no reason to put Swerve in this conversation. He didn't even have a main roster run.
Kane, I don't know about Royce Keys. I don't know what's going on. They, at the Royal Rumble in Saudi, they made a big deal about his appearance. But at the end of the day, I don't know that's going to translate.
They should have never debuted him in Saudi.
I agree.
I think Royce Keys, And I would like to think Marcus is going to keep this segment going on yearly, because we probably won't get around.
No, it's over. It's over. It's over.
No, I don't think we're going to get around.
I'll talk to a blacker podcast. Damn it.
Yo, get the angry brother.
You talk to New World Wrestling Order, whatever it's called.
Yeah, right. That's what we doing.
But I think Royce Keys.
So you can get Keith Lee through.
Questions coming up again.
I think Royce Keys is probably going to be asked. Be a question of a year into WWE and see where he's at. So that's probably next Black History Month, I think.
He still hasn't had a singles wrestling match, correct?
He hasn't done anything in WWE besides the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. So I think a lot.
It's wrong to judge him. Yeah.
I think once he has his match, it's whatever. Because I think right now, like arguably more charismatic is Trick at the moment, but the true impressive presence is Oba. So it's like
if you're gonna compare presence, you gotta go by body type, and you go Oba versus Royce Keys. And at this moment in time, because Oba is a homegrown talent, should you say, he's way more over. So we don't know what we're gonna get with Royce Keys till we get a year in with it.
I'm gonna go another. I think that as Shantae would agree with this, that Oba has a better face than Royce Keys, where I think is more palatable to the public.
I see what it is. She prefers
I don't care about no Royce
the Nigerian menace to the
yeah.
Where's he from? Where's
Oakland from the Bay. Him like I said, him and Jacob need to be hanging out with each other. That's the ones.
Yeah, I don't believe in no Royce Keys though.
Now Marcus, I'll tell you this though. I would take Keith Lee over Jey Uso.
Why are we still talking about Keith Lee?
So Marcus, who we got? Who we got on Tuesday?
I don't know. You said Bad News Brown.
Well, this is what the old librarian said. Told me
it's about to be another no, guys. We're about to have a string of no. We're gonna put all these black wrestlers up and all no. I'm glad I gave Sheldon that one check.
Bart, you do R-Truth.
You didn't even give it to him. I did. The non-black.
Yeah.
I know. But I decided to go the other way with it. I was like, I agree
with my vote.
No, you wouldn't, because you're gonna be like, what era, when? And then you're gonna be like, nah.
Nah, I like R-Truth. I mean, he was the NWA champion.
When will you give it to him?
This comment out. He did say, I really like Lee in NXT, but I can't recall any standout matches when he got to the main roster, which is true.
It was none. There's none. I mean, they changed his music. They changed his look.
I don't think
they gave him no TV time. They gave him no mic time. They did nothing with him. They called him the Bearcat. Everybody hated it, and then he went away.
But Marcus, you were the same person who commented on a post on Facebook that said that a name doesn't make a person. The person makes the name. You was talking about when the people were talking about changing everything
about Keith Lee.
No, they changed his presentation. They changed
his entire presentation. There was no one. Did that. They basically they went all but put the helmet on him like they did Karrion Kross. They got the same treatment. Just like, oh, we're changing all of this.
What is Vince? Vince won't put a helmet on Blackbeard because he put that helmet on Ron Simmons too.
We didn't put a helmet on Keith Lee. He put a helmet on Karrion Kross. A Puerto Rican.
And it was incredible.
Yeah.
Can Karrion Kross be on the list so we can say no to him too? No.
Just know. If I ever get a chance, after Marcus's reel that he decided to release of talking about Trump shooting himself, I don't think I'm ever going to be allowed back into America. But if I ever do get allowed back into America, I'm going to travel the whole of America to find that helmet that belonged to Karrion Kross.
I'm sure you just go to his house. I'm sure where is it?
I do think Orton gave Lee a win over him. I think Orton did.
It's not a thing. He did right away.
No, by disqualification.
Yeah. He won.
I just wish we could get an update on him to see if he was okay, though.
You don't care. You don't think he should do it.
I actually do. I do care about people's well-being, Marcus. Although sometimes I come across as a heartless asshole, I do care about people's well-being. I do. There's only a few people on the list that I don't care that much about.
No, I guess we're not getting that list, or
no, you're not getting that list.
You just decided to just stop right there. I don't even know why you even say the comment. If you just gonna say if you got a list and you don't use it, what's the point of having that list? What's the point of having that list? I do have people on the list. Okay, who on that list? Like no one cares if you have a list.
Hey man, just like how it took them to get the Epstein's files out to get my list of who I hate, who my top 5 out, it's gonna take a lot.
Your list to the Epstein list. That's incredible.
That's really bad. Yeah, that was strike that from the record. That show's over.
Show me over. Unless you got some more punches than Keith Lee to do.
I ain't got no more punches than Keith Lee. I was not taking shots at Keith Lee. The question was, did I think he would be a champion? And I gave you all the reasons why I don't think he should be champion. That's not saying anything against the man.
You're still going. I'm like done.
Well, it's the Super Bowl tonight. Who you got?
Bad Bunny.
Let's talk about the Seahawks versus those scoundrels, the Patriots.
This fucking Patriots gonna probably win. It's gonna drive me crazy.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't care if either one win. I hope Bane show up.
No,
it's just somebody running on the field, and it's like, and then the mayor blows up. I'm down with that.
No, Mark, I'm not trying to wish death on people.
It's not death. That's Bane.
There was a game. There was a game a couple seasons ago where the game didn't matter. It was the Jets versus the Patriots. The Jets won, and the Jets fans, as they do, celebrated like mad, which allowed the Patriots to move up a little bit in the draft to draft Drake May.
Yeah,
and we're back to what could possibly be the Patriots dynasty starting all over again. And it makes me sick.
Because the issue that I see is that I feel like this is where we get the version of Sam Darnold that the Jets got. Just bad. Like, he's going to be bad. He's going to throw picks. He's just not going to be good. That's what worries me.
Well, I think Seattle's going to win. I don't think he's going to be bad. I think
the Patriots are going to lose.
I think the NFL is going to want the PR of the better story of Sam Darnold than whatever's going on with the Patriots.
Well, it really depends on, because I know Seattle is once again built on their defense. If their defense can shut down Drake May and keep him locked down, and Darnold doesn't make mistakes, they can definitely win. The thing is, I think Darnold's going to make mistakes.
Why?
Because the Patriots have experience.
Why is he gonna make mistakes and Drake may not?
Because the Patriots have experience scheming against Sam Darnold.
That's not the same Patriot team, though.
But it's the same thing. You kind of know where he has weaknesses. That they scouted him for so long when he was with the Jets, so they have a familiarity with him.
That's a completely different. Yeah, that's a completely different quarterback.
Line. Yeah, he's got receivers he can throw.
He got weapons. Yeah, like it's.
This is what the Jets should have prepared for Sam Darnold, but they didn't.
Yeah, like he's not getting his ass kicked every week with no offensive line.
Like I said,
no reason to make mistakes. He's the more veteran and skilled quarterback.
And the Vikings should have kept him last season.
I just want to win the pool.
You have no integrity.
I don't.
Anyway, I don't honestly care who wins or loses this game.
Yeah.
I care about the prop bets, and I'm looking for the over or under, how much Drake is going to bet and lose. I'm looking for stuff like that. I care about the nonsense. I care how many times Bad Bunny's going to be in a dress, or if he's going to say fuck ice in there. Is it going to be a full performance? Oh, this show could be ended. I don't know why we still going on, to be honest. If Manny got to use the restroom, this show has been on way too long.
So that was Betty. That was Betty.
I care if the coin flip is going to be heads or tails. I care if the national anthem's going to get booed or not. Or cheered.
Is Cardi B going to show up? Yes or no?
Yeah. I'm care about what's going on with the Kid Rock show at the halftime. Just for that shit. I am about every single thing of nonsense that circle the Super Bowl. So hell, if we get a Spider-Man or a Marvel trailer, I'm down for that. Give me all that shit.
So
although I think Marvel said they ain't paying for shit this year.
Does Karol G show up?
Who's Karol G?
Oh, she's okay. You don't know who that is. Okay. She's an artist. What about J Balvin? You think he's gonna show up?
Oh, you talking about these artists that? No, I don't think he's gonna bring any of these fools out.
Really? You think
it's gonna be Bad Bunny? It's gonna be Bad Bunny. It's gonna be just like Kendrick's performance, where it was basically just Kendrick and Serena Williams. That was pretty much it.
SZA came out.
Bad Bunny, if you watch him live, he don't perform with people. He just out there.
J Balvin came out of Mexico when they reunited and be friends. I don't know. We'll see. I don't care that much, to be totally honest, though.
It's going to be controversial. Good or bad, someone's going to claim it was amazing. Or if it sucked, someone's going to be like, it sucked.
I'm there for Green Day and for Bad Bunny.
If ICE arrests everybody on the stage, Eric, do you cancel the Super Bowl or you say, play on?
I think you got to cancel the Super Bowl. That shit.
ICE just walks to the Super Bowl and just be like, I'm arresting people. I cancel the Super Bowl, man. It's no reason to even do this. We can't play football no more. Shit.
Well, I think that concludes the show.
The show ended 30 minutes ago.
Once Manny got the dog.
No. Once the board came up and Keith Lee was canceled. That was it. That was the end of the segment. That was it.
Man,
the show.
I've never seen you so upset about Keith Lee.
I'm upset about it.
I also want to point out, Marcus, that I have never read so many Clipper reports of all your players being so sad about Zoo being traded away. People were really bothered by that in the organization. They was like, damn.
I've never been so sad for Laker fans where the highlight of your team is Denzel going to shake LeBron's hand. That's a sad highlight, man.
Hey,
how do you get security like that? How do you get security like that?
Man, I ain't telling him that you can't walk here. How you gonna tell him?
Hey, whatever. You know, we got a boy band as a team. We got 2 wins in a row. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm Eric. Hope you guys enjoy the Super Bowl. If you guys like that type of stuff.
Man United have got 4 wins in a row, which we haven't had in like God knows how long.
They're only setting you up, Manny, for that 5th disappointing loss.
No, because there's this Instagram account called United Strand, and this man hasn't cut his hair for about 450 days or something like that. Because all he set out, I'm not cutting my hair till the next time Man United win 5 games in a row. We have not won 5 games in a row in such a long time. His hair is like out to here.
Why 5 games though?
Huh?
Why 5 games? Why do you make the arbitrary choice of 5 games?
Because you would expect the likes of your Manchester United to be able to win 5 games in a row. This ain't like we're talking about the Jets that can't string 2 games in a row to win.
Man, I'm gonna say this then. I'm not shaving my hair. I'm not growing out my hair until the Clippers win 25 games in a row.
So you're not shaving your head till the Clippers win 25 games?
K said the show was over when Marcus turned on Sammy. When Sammy caught a stray for unnecessary reasons, Sammy just caught a stray.
Sammy, get that stray.
He just caught a stray.
You know, you deserve the flag on that for unnecessary violence to Sammy.
Yeah, I mean, Sammy already had a bad week that he was getting a pep talk from Ray Phoenix.
Walk to the hall and be all sad. It don't get worse than Ray Phoenix trying to hype you up. He gonna become WWE champion, but you know what? I think there's a lot of other people that deserve it more than Sami Zayn. Just say.
Like Keith Lee. Anyway,
I'm not Keith Lee. He's on that list. Finn Balor. I keep going.
Finn Balor's also in the same situation as Keith Lee. When the time was for him, he got hurt. And he keeps getting hurt.
He came back and he could have won again.
Why is this still going on?
I don't know.
Because I said I'm Eric and I'm waiting for you to say I'm Manny. And then I wait.
Because Eric, what we essentially did was Marcus put up the board.
And that was in.
Marcus put up the board, and do you know how we stated that we wanted things holding these things up? We used a knife to hold up Keith Lee.
Yeah, he kept stabbing him. It's over. It's over.
Betty, we might need to set flame to Keith Lee. He has a burnt crispy end right there.
I didn't realize it was this controversial. You could just move him.
I didn't know you were going to be that supportive of Keith.
Yeah,
I didn't realize I was going to be the lone defender, and then I was the lone defender, and that was it. I lost, and that was the end. I didn't think it would keep going.
If you go back and look at the tape, Marcus, you'll be the one that kept saying, "What is this?"
I'm the one that put the board up and ended it. I said, "That's it. He's out," and that was the end of the segment. And I was going to have it cut right there, and was going to move to the next one. That was the end. That was legit the end.
Well, I've been the racially ambiguous Lord Manny Hayes.
Now I've been limitless, okay? Because it's limitless how long you can talk about Keith Lee. No, I'm Marcus the Grand Finale.
You've been the limited Marcus the Grand Finale.
For he is limited. It's fine. I accept that.
Sammy caught straight though, man. Oh, anyway, into next week. Please stay sharp.
Strays.
We out.
Sammy tried to boycott. Oh, wait.